cheese. You're like,
Yeah, you gotta hold it with 2 hands.
that's what she said.
It's gonna be great.
Damn, dog. We have the designer, the fucking. I feel like what is the person that is in the Matrix that did the thing that it's in like the third Matrix? They're like the maker of the whole Matrix.
This is so you want to know how it is living with Cody? That's what it is every day.
Yeah, I feel like that's how
So what's the seasoning you put on the stuff with the? It's like white, you know, salt. Oh, okay, yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, I couldn't.
But you know what I'm talking about? The fucking, it's like the head of the Matrix.
Neo
The Oracle chick with the cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
with the cookies.
With
the cookies.
You're like the fucking Oracle, dude. You got us a shoe, and I feel like you've been here ever since.
Sweet.
Yeah, you be hanging, dog. Well, baby guy.
That thing got some legs on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
I stabbed
maybe
myself.
not anymore, but
I stabbed myself with it one good time. Like recently, it was like a couple weeks ago. I like went to grab for something, and it was like right into my arm.
he
bro.
wouldn't shut up about it.
It ripped for a while, dude. I was like, damn, dude.
Dude, you look good. How you been?
Thank you. I'm good, man. I don't know. When was the last time I was here?
Like a year and a
A
half
year
Like
ago?
a year, yeah, at least a year probably.
Yeah, I've been good. I ended up having gastric bypass surgery.
Oh, word.
So
Yeah.
that's
Hell yeah,
been a little crazy. Getting used to everything, but it's been good.
How long ago was that?
Like the 5th will be 4 months.
Where?
Yeah.
What are like literal direct changes that you had to make? Like, obviously, I assume eating food was a fucking problem at first. Like, you couldn't eat solid food,
yeah,
right?
before you're like, it's like right after surgery, you're still basically on like liquid diet and like soft soup, soft food, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But just progressively get back into it. But you just gotta watch portions and how much of stuff you eat, and make sure you get enough protein and stuff like that. So it's been, my wife had it done too, but it's been a little bit of a learning curve, but just like trying not to make some mistakes that she did, and like see her going through some stuff. Like, damn, what the hell did you do? Like,
What was that?
Yeah, but it's been good, man.
Do you need me to just do
Yes,
it?
please. I fucking have no fingernails, so it's like I can't open shit. So I always use like cards or shit. Fucking
It's like, hey, Dad, can you open this?
Dude, it feels.
That's what
Dude, it kind of
do.
feels like a power move. Like, open my drink, but it's
It's
really
for
like
sure
if
not.
nobody was here, I'd be like this.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's why
move.
them teeth are so fucked up.
Yeah, the teeth aren't wide for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what is like gastric bypass surgery exactly?
Oh, shit,
Is that the
I-
same thing that
I don't
Emily had?
remember exactly what. Yeah, I think so.
It's like-
They basically like remove part of your stomach,
Okay, yeah. So it
and
is the same.
that way you're fuller, faster,
Yeah.
and like your body digests the food and everything a little bit easier.
So,
So
God.
So what are like portion sizes now?
Hey, goes
What are
cool.
you
This
doing?
is gonna be about that the whole time.
No, it's all right, man. I just it's part of life now.
Yeah.
It's like tiny, dude. Like
Like 4
Is it-
ounces.
is it piss you off,
3
tiny?
ounce. No, I've never
That's just
been
gonna
like,
piss me off.
damn it, I wish I never did this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there was, like, times before the surgery, I'm, like, just trying to eat the same way that I eat now, but then, like, still gaining weight. You know what I mean? Just doing shit like that. So it's, like, I'm happy with how it's come out.
Yeah.
That's just fucking crazy. Still to be like, damn, all right. Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
hard to describe.
in my life, the way food works is at least like it's a mental problem more than it is a physical problem. Like, for
Yeah.
example, I never feel full. I can just eat, but I also
You never
work
hit
my
a wall?
ass off. Huh?
You never hit a wall where you're like, all right, I'm good.
See, this is the problem. I think my eating thing is a mental thing. Like, it's a way my mind is. Like, it gets bored. So I'll be eating something like sweet, like ice cream. When I get done with that, my mind is like, okay, now salty.
You got to transition to something else.
And then I go to salty, and then it's like, okay, now go back to sweet. It's not ever satisfied mentally.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe
Put your hands together.
So, like, maybe physically my body will be, like, actually satiated, but it's
Yeah.
like my mind is like, yeah, but is that really enough? Go back.
Yeah, but it looks like you're like burning everything you
Well,
eat out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what am I doing? I'm doing like
Working
30
out.
fucking miles a day on
Yeah.
my bike.
Yeah.
I have a stationary bike
I mean,
in my room.
You're still losing weight though, so it's like
Yeah, but I don't have a healthy relationship with food mentally.
I don't think it's the healthiest way to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, what did I just go buy at Publix?
like 9 pints of ice cream.
9 pints of ice cream. I mean, it's diet ice
You
cream,
gotta get your favorites.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't.
Yeah.
but I
Dude, they're on sale.
He just bought this one.
Seriously.
It's a cookie dough flavor.
it's
but
by
you-
Enlightened Ice Cream.
So
it's
it's
called
a-
Kookie, like Kookie.
So it's vanilla flavor with
Yeah.
cookie dough bits, right?
It has
Yeah.
chocolate chip
Right?
cookies and Oreos in it.
So he opens it. The ice cream is blue.
And it's good for you.
It's not that it's good for it.
It's better than.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as bad as the others, right?
Yeah.
It's 400 calories for the whole pint. But
But why blue?
exactly, on the pint, it just says blue. Yes, blue. But it gives no
That's it.
reference to why the color of the vanilla ice cream is blue. Doesn't taste blue.
Is it Cookie Monster colored?
Well, it could be, it could
Damn.
be sponsored, bro.
We're fucking retarded, dude.
Dude, it could be.
I can't.
That's
yeah,
you're
that
not
makes
retarded.
sense.
There's no bad answers here.
okay, teach.
Thanks.
They just
Thanks.
just got to see what we got to work with now.
Damn, I can't believe neither of us thought of that.
That is like,
He said, "No, that's crazy."
That's all right.
yeah.
I got like Cookie Monster aged kids, so we're good.
Okay, that is.
That
You're
makes
coming
sense.
from a different life than we are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
But going back to the whole like gastric bypass thing, I wish I knew what it felt like to feel like. What is the difference in like when you eat? Is it not mental? Like you're like before when you ate, like the whole reason you got
I
the
would
surgery.
probably like eat because I was stressed out about stuff and just
So it is mental.
yeah.
So why is like I get that there's a surgery to help you lose weight physically, but
No,
isn't there a fear that it'll go back because it's a mental problem?
not for me? Now it's almost like
Like you don't
like
think
a
of
regimen or not like at 8 o'clock I eat this or 11 o'clock I have to
Yeah.
do this. It's more like I'm like tracking what I eat and stuff on like an app and just kind of helping to make sure I'm getting everything I need, nutrients wise.
but you're
And
not.
it kind of helps me like if you type in like donut, it'll pop up and it's like, hey, this motherfucking thing has 82 grams of whatever.
Yeah. Is it MyFitnessPal?
And it's kind of
Yeah.
like suggestively telling you, maybe I want to eat this shit.
Yeah, this hit your
like,
daily goal of sodium or
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
shit.
they're
Yeah.
like, bitch, it's 9:30,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So does like, do you not have that same problem you had before mentally? Like you're not like,
Like
oh, man.
stress eating and shit.
Like for example, I have like, what the fuck do they call it? Not bored eating, but it's like, yeah, but I feel like there's a different word for it. Bored eating.
I know what you're
It's not
talking about.
bored
You're
eating.
like, man, I'm fucking. Might as well
Like
eat something.
if we were to
Yeah.
sit down and watch a movie,
Be
Where
you
you're
have
just-
my
to-
hands are like, what
You're
are we doing?
focused on
Which
that,
is-
so you're just eating.
It's wild
Yeah.
because I feel like you see that a lot in people that smoked
Yeah,
because they,
They
do
gotta
something with
do
their
something.
hands.
Yeah.
But you never had anything like that, so I don't.
I never
you know?
had a smoking problem, drinking, nothing
Yeah.
to do with activity with my hands. Like, it was always food. But I think it's
Yeah.
like an emotional attachment because like me and my mom would eat, and like me and my mom's relationship's super fucked up. So it's like maybe that reminds me of like being with her. But when I'm eating, I'm not thinking like, oh mom. I'm
Yeah.
thinking like this makes me feel better.
Yeah, I feel you. Because it's like, it's
know?
like comfort food. You'll
Yeah.
feel better after you eat type thing, but then you just keep eating.
But after like the surgery, do they not talk to you about things like that? Like,
Oh,
hey,
dude, there's like hoops to jump through, like classes, like
really?
Oh, for real?
yeah, like,
They went
it
hard,
was
huh?
like.
I mean, that's what I'm
they're
saying. They
like-
have to, right?
They don't just be like, all right,
Blood.
now hang in there. Your stomach's really small. Get after it. It was like, okay, it was like drawn out. This is what's happening. They're taking this part off. You're like, it doesn't go back. Like,
Yeah.
this is how you need to eat. Like, you can't just like drink a whole big ass cup of water like at once.
I didn't
It's,
even
it's just
think
like
about
a little like couple smaller sips.
Yeah. What happens
So-
if you're like outside and you're sweating your balls off? You can't rehydrate really fast.
No, I
like
mean
that
I
either?
can, but like I can't just be like, all right, I'm gonna crush this whole bottle. You know what I mean? There's no not enough room for it, so it has to be like little bits at
Slowly.
a time. But it's not like dripping like IV or nothing. You know what I mean?
You're just like,
Yeah. Please, sir.
one more
Man,
drop.
some more. Yeah, you just have one of the little hamster feeder things, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just hit that all day.
Damn.
Yeah.
You never think about that. Like,
While I was in the hospital, they're like, that shit was crazy. They're like, all right, get up. You know, we got to walk this, like, hallway. And I was like, fuck you.
yeah.
I was like, all right, let's do it. But, yeah, it's been an experience. Like, it's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's crazy.
Is that the only thing they do in that surgery is take a part of your actual stomach out? They don't do anything else physically to you?
I think they take a little bit of the intestine out, too.
Oh, word.
Just so it, like, will speed up process of everything.
Because maybe it's just because I haven't seen you in a long time, but you look like you've lost a lot of weight, so I didn't know if, like, part of the surgery is them cutting weight off of you, too.
It's like, I've lost like 75 pounds so far.
And it's just from that surgery, just like
That,
now
like
just
exercise
eating.
work,
Yeah.
like walking a lot.
Damn, that's
So,
sick,
like,
dude.
he likes to say this a lot, but it sounds like this would be actually something you do. Do you move weight?
Huh?
He likes to go to
Which
the gym
kind of
and say he moves weight.
I move weight.
Oh, yeah.
So do you have to
move.
move weight now? You know what I'm saying?
I fucking end up walking a lot during the day with work and everything. Like,
Yeah.
the place I work now is like probably about 4 times bigger than the kitchen we used to work at.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like,
It's a lot of.
yeah, it's like, hey, go check the hot box, and like, I mean, that thing's 50 yards down the hallway in the back. You know what I mean? They're like,
I can imagine
okay,
you
we go back and get the other. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah. It's a constant.
it's huge, and so like, I mean, I'll do like probably at like 15,000 steps at work.
Damn.
Just
Sick.
like, let me check this, go over here, do that,
Yeah.
pull this. You know,
Are you finding new things to find an excuse to walk more? Like you're like, yo, I'm gonna double check that, even though I probably don't need to, but I'm doing it also to get steps.
no, not really. I mean, like, just me doing shit there is like a lot of walking.
Lord.
But then I'll come home and walk with the dog and stuff like that. And play with the kids. The kids are like outside with their bikes, like on the road, but it's still kind of sketchy. So it's like, you know, it's not like how
Dudes.
I was growing up, where it was like, all right, just don't cross that bridge or that bridge, and you can ride wherever. Now it's just like,
Watch out for them cars that are
Watch
trying
out
to
for the
pick you up.
cars.
Dude, they come
and-
whipping through there too, don't they?
yeah.
Well, that and like they pick you up and take you away forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
that
it's
too,
like
yeah.
my wife freaks out about that, about
Yeah.
like, you know, this kid's getting snatched or, you know. So
Yeah.
you just, I like make sure I'm out there.
It was almost like back in the day, dude. You couldn't get kidnapped.
I mean, you could for sure. I just don't think that they.
You could.
I feel like, dude, like I mean, I was pretty good looking as a kid. I didn't even get a look. No, and I don't even remember
But
one
how do you
time.
know, though? How do you know?
I think I know.
You think so?
I think I would know that like something felt off. Like that older guy thinks I'm cute. Like I didn't even. I don't even.
Do you feel it?
Yeah, like you never sat on like a Santa's lap and felt like
Where are
his
you
3
going?
legs were.
Well,
Why does his leg feel weird?
yeah, no, I haven't.
I remember when I was a kid though, we
So
did have
you-
this one guy that was ripped as shit, and he wore a white beater and like skinny blue pants,
Yeah.
and that we would always squeeze his arm real hard. Like it was a thing when he came over.
Did you
like,
squeeze his legs too?
No, but we'd be sitting on him. Like we were small enough that we could sit on him and it wouldn't be like a
Okay.
like. I mean, we were kids. Like
Was
we could
he
hang
doing
on his arm.
or were you doing? Which
I don't
part?
know where it was coming from.
Okay.
But like it was a thing. His name was David, but he would come over
It
and
was a thing. I don't think it was a thing, dude.
yeah,
David's here, grab an arm.
you know the
Yeah.
rules, dude. Crazy
This
though,
ride's not gonna last long.
Yeah, he just walks down the road like this.
dude. Absolutely, it didn't last long because the crazy story was he was dating one of my dad's girlfriend's friends, and that's why they would always be over because it'd be like them double dating, hanging out at the house. And David was like out, I guess, and he was drunk or high or whatever the fuck it was. He got in a high-speed car chase. It ended up in our grandma's neighborhood, and it was like a standoff, and he got shot to death.
What?
Yeah, in his truck.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it was insane. Like, I remember them telling us when we were like, I mean, we had to be 5, 6, 7-ish. And being like, I don't even know what that means. You mean he's not around? Like, I don't know what that
do you mean
means.
he's not going to come back tomorrow?
Yeah. I remember seeing the story on the news, but like, I don't.
It didn't like connect or
Yeah,
whatever?
it wasn't like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, fucking no longer.
Yeah. Damn, that's
But
wild.
that
bro.
was like, yeah, it was like a weird.
So he got in a car chase before they could.
Yeah, it was like I think he got pulled over. They found out he was drunk, and then he sped off. Like, they could smell it. He didn't get out of the car or anything, but he just drove off, and they were like, nah.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah, it's crazy.
That's
That's the weirdest guy story I remember. That might have, I don't know. I was told other things, but I don't know. Fucking, I
Oh
don't know.
wow. You never. So you made it seem like you had a weird Santa experience too. Did you have a weird Santa experience? At
I
some
mean,
point?
aren't all Santa experiences
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think that's
weird?
kinda
Like,
weird.
that's
How is that a thing?
It's a weird
Yeah.
job.
How is that a thing anymore?
Who do you apply for that?
They're, you know,
How do robots not take that
they
job?
don't
yet?
have Walmart greeters anymore.
Yes,
Yeah, but
they do.
they still got
They do.
Santas in the middle of the mall.
They do still have Walmart greeters depending on where you're at. I think it's like
Okay.
bigger metropolis type areas. Like when I was in Tennessee, there's greeters,
Okay,
but
we
I
don't have them down here though.
no.
Yeah, we don't
They
have
just
them
like swapped them out for the security guard for the
yeah.
show me your ticket.
Yeah, what even is that? Like,
Fucking-
you just saw me get the receipt. You saw me standing there looking at you like,
Yeah. You see this?
and then you're stopping me again.
Yeah.
Costco still has them.
Oh, but that's different because you can check out literally without seeing anybody.
Yeah.
You can just go there with your phone. Like,
Nice.
you go get your shit with your phone, and then you walk out, and you're like, they scan a barcode on your phone, and you walk out.
Or I meant Sam's Club. That's what
I know
meant.
what you meant, but yeah.
I meant Sam's Club.
Jeez.
But I was thinking
How
Costco.
embarrassing.
I was thinking more north. Can't believe
I've
you
never
say
been to
that.
Costco.
Dude,
Me
Costco
neither.
rips.
Yeah, it would be.
Costco rips. There isn't. I think the closest one's in like Montgomery or something like that.
Okay,
That's
that's
pretty
all right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not going.
Take
Just
that
letting
for
you
what
guys
you're gonna
know.
use it
Just
for.
letting you guys
if I'm
know.
ever up there, I'll go. But I'm not gonna
I
make a
won't.
trip.
I won't though.
Yeah, he's like, I need you to go.
You just, next time you're in Montgomery, you just take a picture of Costco. You said not going.
yeah.
I can't wait to send you that
Weren't
picture.
lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's been up with the shoe game, dog? What you been getting into?
Yeah, didn't you go to Complex or something?
No.
Just go with it. Please.
You're like,
Where's
Yeah.
that at? What have I been up to? I just made like a Jordan 3, and I've kind of been getting like, I found a guy local, his name's Mike Bowen, but he would just stop by the house every now and then. I guess his like in-laws live in my neighborhood, and they just like one day stop by the house. This dude pops out of the car. Hey, what's up?
You're like,
I saw your bandsaw. I wanted to come say hi. You know, just like dude.
that's the most
But he-
guy thing ever.
yeah, that's the
He
most
ends
woodworker
up,
thing ever.
turns up he like has like they run a business called Dream Along with Us, and it's like they make Disney stuff, like customized Disney stuff for people going to the park and all types of stuff like that.
There's some money
So
in that.
he's like, yeah, and he's got a laser, like wood cutting laser, and I was like, hey man, like, can we try to put dots all over this, like make it perforated, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it was just like ding 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 going, because I tried to make it with just like the drill press and like trying hard. My eyes were shot. I was like, that looks horrible.
Yeah.
So it came out like crispy and nice. And then
Is that like a similar machine to like the 3D?
it's not
Is
really
that what
like a
I'm thinking of?
CNC
You know-
machine where it'll cut this way, but
Yeah.
and you like can program something into it and just kind of goes. It's kind of like that, but it's a laser.
yeah.
Is it, what the fuck am I thinking? 3D printing? Is that something different?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something a little different.
Can you do that
It's a
with
little
wood
box.
though, or is that only plastic?
I think it's only with plastic, or it's whatever you're, because it
Medium
has
is.
like reels of stuff that go together and it melts. While
Yeah, I
it's,
think it's mostly plastic though. I don't think they've I mean
No.
they might be able to do metal stuff.
but this like you can put a board down, and like there's another friend of mine that he lives in Arizona, and he made like a little ray gun guy for me that's in the
sick.
shoe that's at Garden Street.
Oh, word.
And it's like I just cut it out and then cut that guy out, put it in the middle. So I've been trying to get like it's I don't know. It's kind of like cheating, but it's not really cheating because I'm like cutting it out still and shaping it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like some of the, I mean, nowadays whatever you can think of, there's like a laser that can cut that shit out.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I mean? So you're kind of like, people will be like, hey, can you do this? And be like, that's not really kind of what I do, but
Yeah.
you know, I'll figure it out.
You're becoming like a dying breed almost, like because you're doing it
Still
so
doing it
by hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like everything's getting so automated. It's like
Yeah.
And then, like in my head, we're like, my buddy Mike was like, we should try to like manufacture some of these out, but you kind of take away from the art
yeah.
aspect of it. But like, he made like templates, and then you can like glue that down to a piece of wood and then route it out. So it's like riding the edge of what you have, and then it just cuts it out. And some of those pieces are a little sketchy, like size wise to be.
Yeah.
The router like scares the shit out of me. Turn that thing on, it's like,
Dude, that shit.
What's the
shit
worst
you got
shit
at
you've
your
ever
house,
done to
bro.
yourself? Like injury
The
wise.
shit you got at your house is scary as fuck, dude.
yeah.
Oh my god.
What have I done? Like,
Yeah,
so
have you
far,
injured
like,
yourself with
yeah.
any of the saws or anything?
I mean, I've cut or I've like sanded, you know,
Raw,
tips off your
yeah.
fingers and stuff like that, but not like. I mean, they're all still here. Yeah, but I'm fortunate not to have like cut my fingers off or
Or-
anything. You know, you just gotta be careful with the
The things.
the things that you're playing with.
There's a video that we always watch, me and him. It's Will Sasso as a woodworker off of Mad TV. Did you ever see that? And he has a bandsaw, and he's supposed to have these. He puts these gloves on, and he's like, "These are like metal proof. They're like
Okay.
literally injury proof." And then he cuts through his fingers, and he's just bleeding fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Nope, those are my garden gloves." It's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious, and he like drops and falls and
The
passes
whole
out.
bit is.
Yeah, you'll see. Like, there's if you ever look on YouTube videos, there's one for everything, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's all like, I wonder how this works, like woodworking videos, and there's like a couple where it's like, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's only got 9 fingers. You know what I mean? Look at yeah, there it is. The pinky's gone. Look at this.
Yeah, that's how
Go
you
ahead and-
judge a woodworker is if they're missing a
I hope
finger.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like, oh, you know, and they'll usually text you like, now make sure you be careful, and they're like,
Yeah.
showing you what happened.
Yeah, I wonder, like, but does that tell you that they know what they're doing or they don't? Because, like, if they have all of it,
don't
I
know,
mean,
but
look
you
at
can
you.
be as safe as you can, and something could still happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
you
why-
have everything, and I would still trust that you know wood better than me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see a video that you're making and be like, "Oh, he has all his fingers."
Yeah, but if you're like, hey, we need you to build this like cabinet, I'm not that guy.
yeah,
Like I can't. I don't.
You
I've
don't do
never done
cabinets?
it. I probably could.
Yeah.
But like I don't have the setup to do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I have more like a dirty ass art studio in the garage. You know what I mean? Which
It's
I'm
a
cool
sick
with.
art studio. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. But that's what it is.
Also, last we spoke, I think you were saying your wife had a problem with your shoe collection, and you were trying to dwindle it down. How's that going now?
It's all right.
You're like, let's not talk about it.
Is she gonna listen?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Well, she's a
Hello.
great lady.
Yeah,
Is what
yeah,
I was
yeah.
saying.
And
Yeah.
you sold like a lot of shoes. So
Yeah,
it's
I
fine.
mean,
I have, but like, it's under 25. That was kind of like
Okay.
the cutoff.
the like, hey, let's try to keep it at this number. You know what I mean? So I just would always rotate
Yeah.
yeah.
underneath that
See,
number.
You've always been good at that. You've always been the like
Done
really good at
excellent with
the
rotating.
trading and selling and
Yeah,
to keep it in a
I don't know, man. It's like fun to me to like try to not buy it. Like,
yeah.
hey, I've got this and this pair. Do you want to trade for this? You know, or like, I could trade that for this and hold on to that and get this. And they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that part of me is fun because now, like, you can't fucking buy a pair of shoes to save your life unless you have like
Like it's too
a
hard to get
computer
them.
or you know, it's
Oh,
just
like a
fucking
bot. Yeah.
And now everything's so
kind of
fucking expensive
out
too.
of. It's not fun
Yeah.
right now. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
that's how it
that's-
is right now.
Because isn't everything run off of like a lotto kind of thing? Like you got
That's-
to win a lottery to get a ticket to
Yeah.
get
That's
the
what they say.
purchase.
Yeah,
But
it. You know, it's just everything's so expensive. I hadn't really been buying too much of anything. Just
That-
gonna.
Is the whole lotto thing based off of safety?
Well, I think
So people don't just have
I-
100 fucking people at the door because they do
or like
that anyway,
100
though.
bots,
Yeah.
just like just
Yeah.
press enter and it,
Get you.
Well,
100
I'm
page
talking
shoes.
like
restart
me
your
and
stuff,
him.
and then if you press enter on yours with nothing, it just says sold out immediately.
Yeah.
Well, when we worked at the mall, we would come in like even 2 hours early, and there would be like a line
Dude,
at Foot
standing
Locker
there.
to get.
Yeah.
Well, they've swapped it
raffle.
out. That used to be like
They don't do that no more.
that was probably like first come first serve. So like if you're
Oh.
there at 5 a.m, nobody else is there, you're first in line.
Yeah.
Or like depending on what's going on.
Yeah.
Then they started. There's people getting fights left and right and all this stuff. So
Yeah.
they're like, all right, let's do a draw. But who knows how it works?
And I think they also, for a lot of them too, are like limited release stuff.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
they
and a
do
lot,
of
like,
that.
There was like a Travis Scott shoe that just came out. The
Yeah, I saw that.
Jordan 1 low, and it said something like 2.4 million people entered the raffle for it. Like, what the hell are
Yeah.
you gonna? I was like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. Well, that was fun.
How many did it? Did it
Maybe I'll
say?
see somebody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go high five the guy that I see walking around
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
Dude, I like
Yeah.
him. See you later.
How'd you get them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it
See you
say
later.
how many were made or
Oh, I
going
don't
to
know.
be produced?
There's probably a way to find it. I just, it was.
You were like, nah.
I was like, that was fun. I'm gonna get back to it.
Yeah.
It's been. I don't know. I haven't been doing too much in the garage lately either. It's been super hot, dude.
Yeah,
So I just
very
kind of
true.
took a little bit of time off because of
Word.
surgery and all this stuff too.
Yeah.
But it was fucking hot.
Before we get off the shoes, I had one more question. Are you a guy that actually uses the shoes, or are you just a collector?
look at what
I
he's
mean,
got
I
on
see
his
what you're
feet,
rocking.
dog.
I don't know how
Dude, you know
crazy
how much those
are.
are? Bro.
I mean, they look
Those are-
crazy to me, but I don't know. Like, look at mine. These are I
know,
made
we
these.
talked about this last time. How you like Vans all the time, and that's good.
Yeah.
No,
That's
like
acceptable.
You said that's so insulting. You're
That's
like,
no,
I mean, it's
I'm
cool.
not
You're
saying, like,
simple-minded.
I mean, like, wear whatever you like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've got a couple different pairs, and it's like, I rebought the ugliest fucking pair of shoes from Hilton. Like, I sold it to him, and it was like,
Fuck.
what, you ever gonna get rid of those? You want to kind of get those back? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like purple patent. They're not even patent leather. They're like
I think I know
No,
these
they were-
shoes.
kind of patent leather.
Didn't you take them last time?
green
Mm-mm.
with sparkles in them? It's like a Dinosaur Jr. Omar
Yeah.
Salazar
Okay.
pair. That like
Yeah, they're old school though.
they're
You know,
just
they
like
were
super
fucking
obscure. Like there's
random.
not. I had 2 pairs of them, and I gave my brother-in-law a pair just for like, fuck, what am I gonna do with this other pair?
Yeah.
Like you rock them, And he wore them all the time, and it was like made my day to see these like.
Yeah, they're like
Fuck yeah, look at those.
iridescent, like
Yeah.
glittery purple. Yeah. that was a good
And
time.
what else have I been up to?
So you only wear a certain few of them,
No, I mean I every pair that I have right now that I've worn.
Do you?
and
did
you can still trade them like that.
Yeah, there's people that like you keep them clean. Like
Word.
I haven't worn this pair in about a month because
It's
I've
not
been
like-
wearing some other stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Like cars don't stop on their brakes, so like whenever you crease them, and people aren't like, you know what I'm talking about? Like shit,
Yeah.
it gets weird.
I think
there's
that
some people that take it, in my
Way too
opinion,
far.
way too serious. You can get like a sticky pad cover that goes on the bottom of the shoe,
Oh, and it helps it not bend.
and that way when you're walking around, and then you can peel it off,
oh,
and
I
it's
see what
still
you're
like
saying. Yeah. Preserves
you
the
haven't
bottoms.
touched the ground with it. You know?
Yeah.
But
Did
yeah,
you?
if you're gonna take it that serious, go for it. I hope you have a good time.
Did you ever get? Did I trade you the purple lobsters, or was that?
Yeah,
Where
that
are
was
those?
a good time. So they're far away. I bought a planer with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Cool.
I got like, I can't remember. It was like 10 pairs of Dunks for $400 back in the day.
Holy shit.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like
That seems
I
like
was
a
and it was
crazy
like
deal.
I saw a post and it was like, hey, oh shit, those are cool too. And it was like $400 or 65 a piece, and I'm like, well, that's cool. I'm already up to like 250. Like fuck it. And like I had
Yeah.
just had a little extra money because I sold a pair of like the first Travis Scott Jordan High, and I was like, probably we could have paid bills with it immediately. You know what I mean? And my wife's kind of looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? So I was like, just trust me. Like took the 400, bought the shoes, sold 2 or 3 of them, made my money back immediately. Had like 7 pairs of shoes. He's got purple lobsters, and I'm just like, hey there, fella. I'm like, all right, this pair, and this pair. Are you cool with that? Like, how about this one? Look at this pair. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
finally get them. I'm like, sweet. And then I was kind of like in my head, like, all right, my wife's looking at me like, what are you doing with all these shoes? You know, like, I'm like, all right, cool. I can like upgrade some of my equipment in the garage. So I started like, I sold that pair, the purple lobsters, and bought like a planer. At the time, now they're like $1,200.
Yeah. Dude, it's insane. Yeah, I know. Back
But
then they were 400 or 500.
This is the way I
maybe.
look at it. Like, if
Damn.
you're like, oh, cool, I had that shoe dead stock 20 years ago. Okay, well, you wore it.
Yeah.
Like, and you had a good time with it. Or, like,
Yeah.
if you sell something and, like, you're brokenhearted about it, it's like, well, what did you get for it? You obviously needed to sell it at the time.
Yeah.
You can't be like, you know, I would have this much money if, you know.
I held on to all these shoes.
See, I always look at like people when they have obsessions with shoes, like the same as when people have obsessions with cars or like certain makes and models
It's
of
not
cars.
a good. It's
like
not
they
a good
invest into it.
investment.
They like
yeah, but I'm
Johnny.
never gonna like retire off the shoes I have in my house right now.
Yeah.
You
You know
said
what I
you're
mean?
not going to.
Probably not. And not
You
if
don't
I
even think
wanna
if you kept what
retire
you
on
had right
Robin.
now for 20 years and flipped it then, that you could make like a crazy amount.
It would probably. I would just wear the pairs that I have for 20 years, and then that would just like explode one day.
I've seen videos of old ones,
Yeah, there's-
like real ones, and they'll
Yeah.
put their finger across and it'll just fall to fucking
Yeah,
pieces.
there's some like the. I think it's the 4s and the 5s have like a foam.
yeah.
But if you don't ever wear them, that foam
Just
it needs to be kind of compressed in order to like not just break apart.
crumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these dudes like with like Jordan 4s from the 90s, and then you're like, oh look, it's perfect. You know, they touch it and it's like
Yeah.
gone.
Crazy.
Yeah, sitting in a box for 30
I didn't
years,
know what
yeah.
the fuck that was. I thought it was the air, like in the state they were in, that was dry rotting it without knowing.
Yeah, and it may have something to do with that too. Like
Yeah.
if they kept it and not climate controlled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's some
It's-
dudes out there that have like massive collections of shoes, and then
Yeah.
they're like it's almost like an aquarium. They're like, oh, I have my dehumidifier in here.
Yeah.
And this, you know,
They're all
and
like
Complex-
sealed and shit.
Complex
Yeah.
does those like shoe tours.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's somebody. It might be like I know Chris Brown has a crazy collection, but
yeah.
somebody literally has a room that's built for just shoes, and it's glass cases for every pair.
Yeah, there's dudes like
But Chris Brown has a house that's just for clothes and shoes.
Yeah.
What? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
dude, it's insane, man. The whole shoe game, and now like you were talking about too, those purple lobsters are like $1,200 now, or
it's
more,
fucking ridiculous.
and it's like it's fucking insane.
What's your most expensive pair you have now?
They're so
And what's your
if I
address?
had to re-buy them, it would be probably $1,000.
Yeesh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeesh.
So I'm kind of like, and it's
Yeesh.
like my it's a pair of Newcastles. That
Yeah,
like
they're just
that's the first pair I ever bought,
Mm.
and like I've worn them to like we got married. I took them to like went to Canada. They've gone to Mexico. They've been like I
They
wore
sound like a
them.
baby.
They've got their own passport.
I wore them to the birth of both kids. You know what I mean? Like I wore them like, oh,
Mhm.
I'm gonna Camden was born of these. I'm gonna wear them with Minji too. You know what I mean? So like
Pull that up while he's talking. I want to see what this shoe looks like.
they have like more
They're
of a
sick.
sentimental value to me.
Yeah.
Right now, if you like looked at them, they're fucked. They're like busted. But then you're like, okay, well, let me try to find another pair. And it's like one of those things where, to me, they didn't like look as bad as
Oh,
they
those
do.
are sick though.
And then like all of a sudden,
1,600.
it's because like
Holy fuck! That one is $1,700. eBay $1,500.
Travis Scott wore them, right? And
Oh,
everybody's like, oh my
Now
god,
yeah.
I got, you know, whatever the dude touches, it just like explodes with cash.
Can you not like customize the color of a dunk?
You can.
So
but
can't you just like mimic one?
Those are quote unquote customizable. Those are.
What do you mean by that quote unquote thing?
the green part rubs off to like a rust,
Oh.
like a. There's Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, I saw
so
the
it-
tag and I was like, oh, that's a cool tag. Like,
So the green part will rub off or skate it off. You know.
did you see the shoe that Jimmy Fallon made?
I did
That's sick.
like gob stompers or whatever.
Gob stompers. Yeah. Like, they literally rub off and the whole shoe becomes different colors and all that shit, which I know isn't an original
That's
idea.
not
I know it's been done
what
before.
I was thinking. I thought it was the one that you just stepped into.
Yeah, he did come out with that, but this was an actual shoe you can get in production. That was like
What is it
a
called?
one-off thing.
Like,
Gob
Stompers.
Stompers?
yeah.
Yeah. They're sick.
No.
Like, they're sick for it to be like a one-off shoe because you can clearly tell that over time it's gonna wear down.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, I would like to see how organically it was done instead of like people busting
you
out
could-
Dremels and like,
Yeah. You could definitely tell they did that. Aren't there some other Nikes that are dunks where it's like they look like jean, but underneath it like rubs off to like bandana or something like that? I feel like I've seen that
yeah,
before.
there's a couple pairs that like break away like that. They're like,
And I've seen people do that, and I'm like, don't
there's
you
a
just
pair of
want to
Jordan ones that
naturally-
have like the SB Jordan ones that are like all khaki at first, but then you break it away. They're like the Lance Mountain lows. If you like tear away that khaki, one's like a UNC colorway, and the other one's like a Royal colorway. So
That's dope, dude. What would you do to a shoe if you could make one that was just yours? Like, what would the shoe be? And then what would, like, the color scheme be? Like, if you had a perfect shoe you could make.
yeesh, I don't know.
Like, if Nike came to you and was like, dude, we like your shit. What's up?
At this point, I would try to probably put some wood grain on that thing, you know.
That'd be fire.
But there's
But
a
what
couple-
would it be?
there's
A
couple-
one? A
No,
four?
probably a dunk if they yeah.
Dunk?
Probably
Dunk
a
high or low?
Low.
Yeah.
Knew that about you.
Yeah.
Big
pretty
low
good.
guy.
Big low fan.
Big low guy over here.
Yeah.
What's one shoe that
Wood grain low.
we're getting into shoes now.
Yeah, why not?
What's a pair of shoes that you regret getting rid of?
My Kenny Powers.
All right, now pull that up
yeah.
so I can see what that looks like.
They're like purple suede with like safari print,
Oh, sick.
and they like I probably shouldn't have got rid of them. I like instantly regretted getting rid of them, and now they're pretty expensive.
We might have talked about this last time, but I liked the...
But I wore so
Damn, those
I
are
like
fucking
compromised. Like,
dope.
all
When did
right,
you
I'm not
get
gonna wear
those?
these to. I bought the Newcastles and those like the same time basically,
Really?
and then
Is that Kenny Powers what I'm thinking, Kenny Powers? Like the
Yeah.
character?
like yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
fucking
modeled.
dope.
They're modeled after his jet ski,
Oh, word.
like basically. Have you ever seen the jet ski?
I have not. I've seen the first episode of that
It's
show.
like cheetah print and like purple jet ski. I can't remember. It's got some like pretty vulgar name. I can't remember what it is. But that they're modeled after that, and I shouldn't have got rid of them. Well, but at the time I needed to. You know, it's just like you're like fuck. Well, I got
There
all
it
these
goes.
still. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Has there been a pair where you had a chance to get something and didn't, and you're like, oh, fuck, I should have just got that then?
No, if I've had the opportunity, I mostly just get it. Except for like not like for retail. Yeah, they were like
Yeah.
cheap back in the day, like $100.
Yeah.
You could swing that somewhere, you know.
Yeah, now it's like, yeah,
No.
especially the secondhand market, dude, trying to get anything secondhand market.
That's
is,
why I'm like,
insane.
okay, well, like, let me try to sell this dunk, like the wood, the dunk one. That's like, it's huge. It's like 33 inches, and like every panel of that shoe is like a different species of wood, and like it's just crazy, but it's like huge. Like it needs to be like on an empty wall, not like,
Yeah.
oh, I have my shoes in this corner of my room, and like.
Yeah, and
No,
that hanging
like
up,
it's huge, so it's got to go like to the right spot. But it's like a couple times I've like sent out little feelers like, I will trade this piece of art for like a list of shoes. You know what I mean? And that
Yeah.
still stands.
Yeah.
So if
There's-
anybody's listening,
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like, you could be like, well, I only paid $100 to this at the place, so you're getting a deal out of it. But you know,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing I think part of the whole like the fun like romantic side of it, I feel like
It's the chase.
it was but it was the also like the coming on the like
What?
not coming on them, but you're like
Hold
finding
on.
you're finding deals.
You
at
said
places.
romantic and then coming on.
Yeah. But like you like find a deal, right? You like go to an outlet store or something like that, and there's a pair of dunks that, like in your size, that
that
you
are
know,
there.
Yeah, they don't even have to be anything crazy, but they're $30. You know what I'm saying? Now, dude.
No, you're just gonna beat
I
the
know
shit
I
out of
can't
that pair
really
and be
hang
happy as
with.
hell.
I can't really hang with you
Yeah.
guys on this level, but like Click would do that with like Vans, and
Yeah,
they would have
hooked it
certain
up,
color
dude.
schemes that you've never seen
Greg
anywhere.
hooked it up, dude.
Like I got the only pair that
best-
I'd ever
yeah.
seen was coffee colored. It was called
I miss Click.
Click was
Yeah.
dope. What happened to?
It just shut down. It was like
I think
all
it
of a sudden, how are you gonna have like the skate shop that you like? He obviously has a deal with Vans to sell Vans in the shop.
Yeah.
And then Vans gonna open a fucking store like 50 feet across from him.
Yeah.
Like a Vans superstore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and have y'all
So
paid
now
attention
you're
to
like-
prices?
You're like, hey, you gotta buy these to put in your shop, but they're cheaper over here at corporate.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I probably got tired of, trying to staff it and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But he's always super nice, dude. Like,
Greg
you
is
want to
cool.
see some stuff from the back? And it would be like a little different every time. He'd be
Yeah,
like, couldn't remember if he showed you these or not, but like, he would pull out some fire out of the back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there were
2
a
or 3
couple
boxes
pairs.
eras back. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's like pink, gold, silver boxes that are like super old, and like teal, like these, teal and black, purple now. But he would be coming out with like gold boxes. He was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he had some heat back there, and they were all because he would buy or he would keep between 10s and like 11 and a half.
His size, I
And
think,
it
was
was
11 and a half or 12.
Yeah, but he would get
But he
you
would
know,
get a full size run and just
Yeah.
always pull his size off.
Yeah.
Or like if he didn't, whatever. But like, Jesus,
and
it
then
was good.
10 years later they're like, dude, he had some heat.
Yeah.
But I think right before I bought a couple pairs from when he had that he had stashed away.
I bought, it was good.
Yeah, I don't know if he still has any of that stuff. To be honest with you, I
I'm
think
not
I still
sure.
have his number.
And then
somewhere.
I've sold like, ended up doing that again. Like I bought a Jet bandsaw, like 14-inch. It's gnarly. It's way more than I could ever use.
Bandsaw?
But I got that to like 10 years from now. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I need another bandsaw.
Is that the one that goes up and down?
No,
it's like
bandsaw
a
is a
blade,
blade,
that just
yeah.
wraps around, and you got a table here, so the blade's just always coming down.
Yeah, it's like a NASCAR
But it's like a
track
flexi blade.
Yeah,
It's thin and it can bow,
But you, like,
but
tension-
it be
tension it
tight.
out.
Yeah.
If that thing ever breaks, dude, it's like
What you're thinking
shit
of?
your pants, scary.
You're thinking of a fucking. Damn, what are the thing? It's like. It's like a gun.
Not a jigsaw.
Not a
Not a
jigsaw. That's
jigsaw.
not a jigsaw, dude.
What is that?
Sawzall?
Sawzall.
No, a sawzall is the one you hold like this.
Yeah.
right?
What are you thinking of though?
I just remember. In my head, it's probably that, but it's just one blade that goes like this
Yeah.
that continually runs.
Yeah.
No,
But I guess
are you
that's it.
are you
Basically a
talking about a
bandsaw.
circle blade,
No.
like a table thing?
No.
Table saw.
You're good. But no, I guess that's it.
Don't talk anymore for the rest of the podcast.
So I'm like in the hospital from surgery still, and like I'm like checking my phone for the first time, and it's like a message from the Downtown Crowd magazine.
Yeah.
And they're like reached out to do. I don't know if you saw that article that they
On
did.
you?
Oh yeah, I did.
It was
see
like-
about that.
Questions with creatives type thing, and like
Okay.
answered probably about 10 questions, and they pulled 4 or 5 out, and then had 2 or 3 pictures of that shoe that I was talking about with the perforations that
Oh,
my
sick.
friend did the etching.
Yeah.
There's like a really good close up picture of that. I need to figure out how to like share that.
You
it's like-
posted it on the Instagram, didn't you?
yeah, but I'm talking like actual make a post and like here's the link to the article.
Yeah, make a
That's
post.
not,
We'll
uh,
repost
yeah.
it. Yeah,
I have
that
no
was
show you
idea
how
how
to
to
do
do
it.
that shit.
I'll
Like,
show you how to do it.
it takes
It's
me like
easy.
15 minutes to like.
Take a picture.
I'm getting real good with emails now. At work,
Dude.
I have to like
I fucking.
have to do emails.
That's one thing that I have to. I literally have all my emails connected now, so I'm fucking. Every time I get an email, it pops up on my phone, and I have to like.
yeah,
reply.
they've been like real gracious. Like my boss now is like fucking really good dude.
Yeah.
But he's like, it's like, look, dude, I've been out in the cold for a long fucking time, right? I don't know how
Yeah.
to act in a situation like this most of the time. I'm
Yeah.
doing my best.
Yeah.
And he's like, he kind of recognizes that.
Yeah.
That, like, for 14 years, we never did, like, a,
Yeah.
Hey, it's 2 a.m. 2, go check the temperature of this. We just made sure it was hot. And like, fucking, it was out the door before it was even a question.
Yeah.
And now it's like, fucking
Whole
inventories.
operation,
And everything's got to be where it needs to be.
God,
Uniforms.
inventory sucks.
Most of the time, like, I mean, I still get to cook and have a good time. But, like, this is, like, been a good experience for me for, like, management type shit.
Yeah.
To where like you need to say the right thing and act accordingly, and
a lot more.
in the past that was not my strong suit. Just to be honest with you,
We're living in that past now.
I mean it's like I'm not trying to brag about it, but like fucking, it was like my way to the highway type shit, and it was like, hey, you hear the thing, and this needs to get done, and it was just like, all right, let's fucking run through this wall. And it didn't matter like who got thrown off to the side or just bullshit, So it's like a learning experience for me that's been good.
Yeah.
As opposed to like just fucking yelling and mayhem.
Definitely mayhem, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's like when you I don't know. It's not like you care too much, but like you want it to be a certain way, and it's not. Like it's to me, it's a lot of it's OCD type shit.
Yeah.
And like anxiety, of like it was starting to get to me. It was a lot, and like fucking gnarly.
I feel you, dude.
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy what stress and anxiety will do to you. Like, I mean, that's what probably triggers my bad eating habits. Is like, I'll feel super discomfort because comfort isn't near, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the most comfortable thing is like grabbing a snack I like and just fucking binging on it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fuck, that made me uncomfortable. So then there is no comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle.
It's terrible. I don't know how to break that.
Because I'm unhappy.
I'm
unhappy because I eat.
God, that's so good, dude.
Yeah. It's true though, man. This shit gets real.
So how's your how do you like not cooking every day?
Dude, it's the shit.
Yeah.
I love it to death, man. I really do. I'm so stoked about it. It's been a learning experience for sure. Because it's like, I mean, the complete opposite of what I was doing before. Yeah. Like dressing up and
what made you? I'm trying to figure out a way.
Why?
Like the way
for why?
I don't know. I just didn't end well at Global, and like I'm trying not to bring any of that shit up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But like,
if you mean for me, why I decided
what
to do it?
made you quit?
I think it was a mixture of things. Like I think, there were a lot of things that we had talked about doing. And opportunities that
just never showed up.
Yeah, that didn't happen, and I had kind of been waiting on that for a while.
Yeah,
on some of those things, and then I had the opportunity to work for Tanya at the Zimmer team, and she had been talking to me about it for a while, and I was like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it with somebody who knows what they're doing and has been doing it forever. And she was like really adamant about me joining and doing it the right way, and so. Yeah, I think it was a mixture of that and just being over it. Like getting home late every day, like not wanting to cook for myself, not enjoying it as much anymore. I found the joy of the stuff that used to make me happy to do didn't make me happy anymore. And it was like, at the end of the day, like I know food's always going to be the passion. I'm always going to love to do that.
Yeah.
But like I wasn't getting out of it as much as I was,
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
I probably would have been a lot better off. The whole situation would have been a lot better off. It wouldn't have been like a blow up if I probably would have left like
earlier,
2 or 3 years earlier.
Yeah.
Than where I was starting to like you're talking about, just getting tired of it, of the situations getting put in, and like I started lashing out like at fucking everybody around me.
Yeah.
Without like, I kind of knew I was doing it, I guess, but never like changed shit.
Yeah.
So
maybe it's just me, but I get over things. When I get over them, it's fast. Like,
well, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, what happened today?
Yeah. No, and I mean, But I think also there's a family aspect to it. You know,
Yeah,
like
it's been like
once
a
you've
loyalty issue. Like
Yeah. and
I feel you there.
especially with kitchens too. That's the thing, because kitchens are very.
You have to
I
be
was
There's a
kinda, like,
huge turnover rate there.
holding on to like, okay, it'll get better. Like things will change back to
Yeah.
what I was used to. And it just never, it was evolving. But that's the thing, it's like it's evolving into what it is now.
Yeah.
It's not stuck back in 2007, 2008, you know what I mean? It's like continuing to grow, and as people, different shit happening, and like I should have took off before I like became bitter and like pissed off all the time.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited that I got out when I did, and I had the opportunity to when I did.
Do you feel like a quitter?
Every time I go in there, yes.
You're like, here's that little bitch, boy.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
It could have
Fuck you,
potentially,
Yeah.
it could have potentially saved your cooking career though.
I think so,
Later.
and I think like
Because you might make a second like good go at it.
Yeah, and
Or you would have got burnt out before you fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Is like I
waiting on bullshit.
Well, it's like, and I've thought about it a lot. I thought about it for a couple months because I had my license for a while before I like made the jump,
Yeah.
and had worked on like all the classes and shit like that. But where would I even go
That
with this?
headshot is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. I have
I
to
was
get
like,
new ones, but
Dude,
thank
that's
you.
my little baby boy right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, dude, that's me, dog.
You were talking about.
What was I saying? Oh, I had the time to think about it. Is that what I was talking about?
Well, it was before that. You were saying like I said it might have saved your cooking career.
Yeah, and I think
All right, just forget
I
it.
don't fucking know. I can't remember where I was going with it, but
Thanks.
I do think I got it at the right time because like I said, I had time to think about it, and I think if I had stayed longer, I would have turned to hate cooking.
You also have the
and
option now to like experiment with other chefs.
yeah, for sure.
Like you've cooked with Rusty.
Yeah, definitely.
Like just playing around and like
Yeah.
Yeah, and
the
it's
opportunity to
now
experience
it's
other people.
now I enjoy it. Like that's what I love about it is now that I don't have to do it, 10 hours a day. Every
not a
day.
chore,
It's like,
it's not
it's
a
like,
weighing
you can
thing.
actually
It took
enjoy.
me like a long time to like not. Now like every day it's cook something different. You know what I mean? It's not like the same stuff over and over
Yeah,
again.
I think
which is fine too, but like you kind of like, man, this day sucks. Well, not doing that another for 6 weeks. You know what I mean? They just like rotate all this stuff.
Yeah.
So, but it's nowhere near like, it's like fucking baked chicken and like making 50 pounds of cabbage
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
It's
not
just a
like
different-
not like with tweezers and like the
No,
whole,
it's like
a whole different.
2 Mambo spatulas. One,
Yeah.
it's fun.
It's a good time.
But a lot of it too is like, wow, this, whatever, man. You have situations in your head where you're just like, this isn't that bad. You know what I mean? And that's what kind of gets me through the day with like, when they're asking you if you did the fucking paperwork and, hey, did you fill this out? I was like, fuck it, man, hold on a second. Well, whatever. Fucking I'll do it.
That's the paperwork side of everything, because that's like a fucking dude. For me, that was like the hardest, because like I haven't done fucking anything since literally my one semester of college of culinary school when I was 20 or whatever.
The amount of fucking emails and all that shit I see you do,
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God,
I would have given that.
it's
How old are you
constant.
now?
That shit's for the birds.
23.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What, you were like 17?
17.
It
bro.
feels like he got tight skin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that's what I was trying. That was the point earlier. Is that
You're
I'm
gonna bring
young
up your
enough now?
skin?
No.
This little dude, like when he first started, I was like, who the fuck is that dude with like a big ass rose on his shirt? Like,
Yeah.
and you're like, he's just flopping his hair around fucking left and right. You remember that haircut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was bad.
And then he's like, well, where are you parked at? He's like, oh, it's that donk over there with the fucking 1,200 speakers in it. And I'm like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
I
Are you
still-
serious?
Yeah,
He
I
like
still had-
opened the doors, like, sweet.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah. I still had 2s on it and 2 12s in the back seat and.
I think you had house. Did you have house speakers in that thing one time?
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah. I put
a whole
I put
ass cabinet.
I
Yeah.
put 2 JBL 18s in the
Sorry, I
back.
can't
seat.
ride in the back. Got some speakers in there.
Yeah, Yeah, that was also when I was like mobile DJing too. So I would go DJ parties and
Hilton's
set
phases.
Just pull
big
up.
yeah, with the donk and the fucking
Play
whole
the bat
nine.
mitzvah. You know?
Well, the coolest part about that car too was the trunk was so fucking big. I could literally put. I mean, it was
Yeah. You
gigantic,
could
so I
live in
could
that
put
thing.
4 15s in the back of it, and
Or
it
like
was
4
like,
bodies.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But
Yeah.
Lift
yeah.
the brand.
Yeah, Lift the Brand. Shout out Lift the Brand.
Shit, dude.
But hell yeah, dog.
Is there anything you want to shout out before we get out of here? Any events coming up or?
No, I appreciate you guys having me here.
Yeah,
always.
You
man.
got socials?
I
Social
do.
medias?
I usually mainly use below average photos with a F, and then just to not take it seriously, you know. That's it's been fun. It's like, you know, just
Fuck it.
throw it up there. There's been some good pictures. Oh, let me tell you about this haircut deal I cooked. Right, so about Christmas time, my boss Nelson, his wife Catherine, she works at Volume 1 downtown. And she's like, hey, can you make some art for, like, an art show they had for Sunday's Child? And, like, it was a donation, like, auction thing. And she's like, I'll cut your hair for a year. I'm like, fuck, that's a great deal.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm in the middle of the greatest haircut year contract of my life right now.
That's
Fuck
crazy.
yeah, dude. That's a lick, bro.
I know, I was like,
Hell yeah.
wait for the whole year, right? I'm like, all right.
Is there a
I'm gonna
limit
do
on
this.
how much I can come in?
It's, like, pretty often.
Yeah.
She's
Damn,
like,
that's
she'll
tight.
call, you know, it's like,
She's like, I'll cut your hair for a year, but we're currently booked. I
No,
can get
but-
you
A whole
once.
year.
I've been to the salon once. So I was like, nice, but it's usually like we'll hang out, like do stuff where,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
like hit them
That's a
up.
dope,
lick,
dude.
dude.
That's the greatest thing ever. I
That's
just
a
wanna-
nice sick trade.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm all about the trade.
Yeah.
Big trade guy.
Big trade guy.
Big trade guy. Well, hell yeah, dude.
But,
So yeah, below average photos,
yeah,
and then the other one. Are you still on the other one at all?
kind of. I've got some stuff. It just has like a bunch of different pictures. It's handcrafted by Ben Connor. So
Well, you need to post that
Yeah.
article or some
I'll
sort
try to
of
post the article
email
from-
or something up there, and we'll try
Yeah.
to shout that shit out.
try to get that sorted out.
Might take a while.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah, dude. Thanks for coming and hanging out, man.
Yeah,
dude,
thanks,
it's been a
guys.
Good,
blast.
dude. Yeah,
Good
it's
to
been
see y'all.
good. Yeah, hell
Before
yeah.
we get out of here,
Oh yeah, we gotta.
speaking of you like cooking on Rusty's truck,
Yes.
a rustic spoon downtown. If and when you can like check that shit out, you guys
Yes.
definitely should. It's absolutely amazing food.
At Emerald Republic Brewing Company
Yeah.
downtown.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's always
cool.
changing up the menu, so it's always like new things, and he's also doing like themed things. Like I know it's like Italian and shit like that, but
Yeah.
he's coming out with this one called Killer Brunch.
Oh, I saw
on
that.
Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's serial killer themed meals.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How fucking dope
Yeah.
is that, dude? Like,
Killer. And I mean, a great guy.
yeah.
So, get down there for sure. Next up we have Kazushi Club, Pensacola.
Yes.
The
Derek
homies
Overby.
over there on Cervantes. Derek Overby.
Yes.
Check them out.
not
They're-
not that you'll hear this before it happens, but we'll be there tomorrow morning training.
Yes.
So just
Um,
imagine us being there a week ago.
August 13th we have fuck, what is it called?
You're talking about King of the Coast?
King of the Coast. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was like,
Yeesh.
wow, what is that? I couldn't I was thinking Gulf Coast
What's
something.
that?
It's they have a 170 and up and 170 and below absolute.
It's a buy-in competition. So
yeah.
you put up the
It's
money.
a jiu-jitsu competition.
Everybody
like a
puts up-
kumite.
Yeah, it's like everybody
Yeah.
puts up the money and the winner
Yeah.
takes the pot.
But the winners of those brackets win an invitation to the Invitational. So
yeah.
Nice.
which is gonna be later on. So yeah, be looking out for that. Go check that out. Check them out.
Yes,
Killers
sir.
over there. Really great people. As
You know
well.
what we should do? We should get Sean to film that. The
Yes,
King
we
of the
should.
Coast. That would be fire as fuck.
Yeah.
And then that'd be a good ad for them.
There we
Sean
go.
Mullins, which is Pensacola Vibes or
This is
Panhandle.
my read section, if you didn't know.
Yeah, you're in the thick of things.
you.
Yeah, I just let you
Okay.
know.
You're like, I got it, dude. This is how we pay the bills, bro.
Stop interrupting.
But dude, Sean could totally do a fucking sick edit for that.
Yeah, Pensacola vibes, baby. And if
Yeah.
you're not, I know everybody's following that page anyway, so you know the deal. You know the homie.
Yeah, dude. Also another jiu-jitsu competition coming up August 13th as well. This one's in Mississippi if you can't make the one in Pensacola. Southeastern Submission Classic. They're doing one in Pascagoula, Mississippi. It is open to everyone. It's a family event. It's a tournament style of points, not submission only. I think he's maybe going to do one of those a year, like sub only, which will be fire as fuck.
Tight.
So you just wrestle around until somebody gets caught.
Yeah, those are fun.
No time limit.
That's what King of the Coast will be.
Yeah.
But I
It's
mean,
just dudes rolling free. Well, what in the shit is going on here, dude?
So like last time I heard
I had to check
Limp
my
Bizkit
melody.
like that, Jesse Pepper got punched. You know what I'm saying?
I had to check my melody, dude. I have an alarm for that, bro.
I love you, Jesse.
But that's gonna be August 13th in Mississippi. He has another one September 10th at the Pensacola Fairgrounds. If you can't make the other one, Panacea Martial Arts is gonna be at the August 13th one in Mississippi.
Yep. Bunch of killers.
Bunch of killers,
it,
dude.
Killed it in the last.
They swept
at
at Naga, dude. They
Yeah.
got second overall for kids. So we just barely missed out on the team trophy for that. And I think we got like 5th or 6th for adults. I think it was like 27 gold medals, 29 bronze, and like 13, whatever the other color is, silver or some shit. I don't know. But a lot of those were closeouts for the team for gold and silver. Or bronze or whatever the color is. I don't fucking know. Also,
they're still doing silver.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it changed from the first time I said it.
Yeah. No, it's still the same.
Also, shout out Chauncey Fury at Sacred Grounds and the studio itself. A bunch of killers, all do great work. Jesse Huggins is there.
Yeah, Jesse Huggins down there at Sacred Grounds too.
Yeah, they are definitely a welcoming environment. If you're trying to get your first tattoo, I suggest going to them.
Yeah.
They aren't gonna put a fucking cross on your face. You know, they'll suggest a good location, and they're funny as fuck.
Yeah, really good
people.
people down there for sure. And they're kind of like, you know, the hardcore like Pensacola crew. They love Pensacola, and they love this area.
Also, commission them to do art, dude. They don't just do tattoos. A lot of people in the tattoo industry do paintings, or like some people even do sculptures, or like they design clothes or like flyers.
Speaking of clothes, a lifestyle experiment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another one of our awesome sponsors. You guys
Rich.
see it? You guys, Rich Chmielewski. I gotta hear him say
You
it
said
before.
Chmielewski.
Chmielewski. I don't know, dude. I'm
Have
just
you
putting
even
it
read
all
his last
together.
name once?
Yes, I have, but in my head, that's how I say it. So,
All right.
so
Close
I'm gonna wait to
enough.
hear it. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to hear him say it. But you see us rocking their gear all the time. Our, some people suck ALE
Absolutely.
collab, and they're coming out with working on some other stuff right now. So be sure to look out for that.
Potential
That stuff.
collabs in the future with some of the other guests that have been on the podcast.
Yeah.
But it's going to be high quality shirts.
Oh.
They're not going to put out anything that you can only wear once, wash it, and then that shit is fucking wrecked. It's not going to be like that. It's
All
gonna
of
be,
their stuff is like that too.
Yeah.
Everything that we get from them. I mean,
and
everything they come
he
with.
goes to the fucking depths to make sure the shit is good. Like, he'll send it back and forth, testing the product before he ever puts it out. So, if and when you buy something, always relay the information on how it worked for you, and he'll try to work on that the next time.
Joshua George,
Joshua George is
boy.
the man, dude.
our boy.
See, look, you got a house.
Yeah, I do have a house.
I don't have a house. You got a house?
I do have a house.
All right, so I need to talk to Joshua George.
you.
I don't own a house. I live in this guy's house.
Yeah, it's my house.
You know? So I need to call Joshua George and set up a meeting because that motherfucker can get you a house.
Straight up. And also, great guy.
Great guy, dude.
All
we
the-
had lunch
I mean,
with him
literally
at
everybody.
a Rustic Spoon,
Yeah.
and it was like all good vibes, bro.
Yeah. Great vibes.
Yeah.
Pensacola vibes.
And he can help new homeowners, like with new homeowner loans, like any suggestions on what the next move would be as far as like setting your credit up for it.
Yep.
But yeah, they are all great people. All those sponsors, if you need to hit up any of them and you don't know their information, you can hit our page, hit our line.
Yeah. We'll get you in contact with the homies
Yeah,
for
bro.
sure. We post about them quite a bit anyway, so you should, see
Yeah.
it. But, yeah, hit us up. We'll definitely get you in touch with,
And
some great people.
if you're hearing this and you're interested in becoming a sponsor, holler at your boys.
Yeah. Some people suck pod, baby.
Yeah. We love and
yeah.
appreciate all you guys.
Well, thank you, dude. We
Thank you.
appreciate you coming and hanging out, man.
Yeah.
It's been a
Good
pleasure.
shit.
It's been fun.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We're getting the fuck up out of here. We love you. Yee!
Yee.